Hello my friends, 3KO Games here, back with another Empires and Puzzles hero review video. Because we've got two brand new moths in the Alliance Quest Summon, let's jump in and take a look. 5-star and 4-star, yay! There she is. Okay, good. Let's jump in with a 5-star first. This is Lilareine, I'm going to say. Purple druid, so we get that little chance to have a thorn minion. Not the best class, but it's something. 1228 team power. I think this is the highest number now. So, of course, her stats are going to be through the roof. They're pretty well balanced. 1221 attack, 1283 defense, and 2263 on health. Moth family, of course, gets that moth dust. 1, 2, 3 heroes. The moth dust hits a random enemy for 2, 3, or 4 turns. Has the following effects: negative 30% mana generation. It used to be like negative 10% mana generation, and this 30% mana down is a lot. And Mega Minion's current health is reduced by 50% each turn. Of course, if that moth dust is cleansed or removed, the target falls asleep and receives 80% increased damage while sleeping. That family bonus is one of the best in the game. So I kind of don't care what moth you have. Just bringing them in for that family bonus for the moth dust is totally worth it. I have one moth. I have Mortowitch, and she's slow speed, which is a liability sometimes, but I just don't care. I still put her in my defense almost all the time just to try to take advantage of that moth dust, because when it hits, when you're up against these moths and like, oh, I got 3 tile matches, but oh, one of my key heroes didn't charge. It's so frustrating. So anyway, there's that. They also have a 15% chance to dodge, which seems more like 35-40% when you face them. They're on the defense. Okay, now let's look at the important part. Well, a double limit break is a special armor, which is like defense up, but for special skills, plus 40% for the first 6 turns. Pretty nice. Okay. Revitalizing Melody is her special skill at slow speed. Boosts health of all allies by 1,300. I've said this before, I don't love a flat-out number, because then they're going to have to give that a buff down the road somewhere to make it still current. I would love a percentage heal. But anyway, that's that. But 1,300 is a good number. Boosted health can exceed max HP. Cleanses status ailments from all allies. That's nice. All allies get a plus 5% mana generation stack. That's good. And then the caster gets a mark of special skill for 5 turns. When any ally except the caster casts their special skill, the caster gains a stack, max 10. Each stack increases mana generation the target receives. Oh, she's the target. Okay. By 5%. I gotta give it to SG here. They're trying new twists on these hero skills. I mean, it's not completely reinventing what they do, but it's new combinations, right? Several heroes say, okay, when other allies fire, then they'll fire a little bit too, or something. I haven't seen this exactly before. When everybody else casts their special skill, she's going to get a mana generation boost. That's not bad. So her first charge is going to be indeed at slow speed. But after that, she might be charging even more quickly. So if you can deal with that slow speed healer, she'll be healing your team a lot more quickly for a big, sizable amount throughout the battle if you've got a long battle ahead of you. I don't mind it. Lilareine, pretty good Moth hero. And again, like I said, just with current stats and the Moth family bonus, any of these Moths, you should just level them up. They're going to be awesome. Yeah, pretty good hero. We also have a little 4-star. Let's take a look at this 4-star. Joyvert. Got a lot of characters playing the violin these days. Interesting. Okay, 4-star green wizard. So we get that chance to jinx extra damage if the target has buffs. So there's that. Moth Dust is just the same. Passive is just the same. She gets a special skill boost. Additional plus 30% damage for 6 turns if you double Limit Break her. And who knows? You know, a 4-star Moth. If you don't have a whole lot of Moths, but you want to take advantage of this Moth family bonus with all that Moth Dust, double Limit Breaker, bring her in against 5-star opponents. Not a bad idea, because even if she just delays a few heroes with that Moth Dust before she dies, through one charge, that's one extra turn, that could be the turn in a whole battle. I'm not even looking at her special skill yet, and I'm just saying, Joyvert might well just double Limit Breaker and go for it. So let's look at that special skill. Good Night Lullaby. Oh, goodbye Joyvert. Out and in. Let's get that picture back. Yes. Fast speed. I like it. Deals 350% damage to the target, and the target falls into deep sleep and receives plus 80% increased damage while in deep sleep. And we know that deep sleep got a buff, so it's now, they won't be woken until it takes 750 damage. I think that's significant for a 4-star, because, if you're using her in just a 4-star raid tournament, 750 is considerably more based on their HP. So they might stay asleep quite a bit. Good hard snipe. I mean, it's not that hard of a snipe, honestly. 350. But with the deep sleep that follows, very usable character. I wish that initial snipe was a little bit more powerful, but again, especially in 4-star tournaments, that deep sleep is going to be super deep. And then you may be able to actually hit with an actual special skill and be under 750. So we have 2 great new Moths in the portal. I think they're both not game-changing, but very usable. Let me know down below what you think about them, and if you have any luck with your pulls. Congratulations if you land these or any other of the Moth heroes. I think they're excellent. And I thank you very much for checking out the video today, everybody. We'll see you next time.